I think we need to make atheists, you know, more public. Because I wear my atheist hats, and boy, I've been facing that prejudice and discrimination of the bank. But I'm proud to be an atheist, and people just don't understand atheists. And you got to be proud for who you are. You got to be proud you have knowledge there's no God. You got to be proud that you know how the universe works, how the scientists, found this. And I'm damn proud. So I don't care. It just makes me stronger. I face that prejudice discrimination in the bank or whatever. I wear my atheist hat with pride. And people just don't like atheists because they fear atheists. They're scared of atheists, that we don't believe in their God. Or any God. Well, pretty much their God. So, I just have pride, and I'm happy to be what I am, and to know the real truth, that people don't know the real truth. But I can give them knowledge. I think everybody should have knowledge of the truth. I'm not saying enforce atheism, but I think people should have a choice. It's like, here's the light. In the dark, you want to take the light or you don't. Nobody should be forced to believe or not believe. But I think people should give alternate, suggestions besides the religion way, and let people make their own minds. And I think atheism should be on public television, for music, because, morality doesn't come from a God, especially not an evil God. Morality is subjective and objective. It's pretty common sense if you think about it. You determine the situation to care for somebody's well-being. That's all there is to it. But people's been instilled with the concept of a God morality, with an absolute morality. And that's just, the world is not absolute. The world is based on choices and decisions. There's no absolute. There might be some things that are absolute, but not everything is absolute, and especially morality just cannot be absolute, because you have to determine the situations, what's going on, to care for the interests of the well-being of others and of yourself. And that's all there is to it. It's not hard to think about it. And this is evolved through evolution. This is humanism. And I take pride and I want the world to be a better place. And if somebody doesn't stand up, the world's going to be more chaos. Whether it's people killing for religion or people not killing for religion. We need all to be humanist, to care for the well-being of others, to survive as a species, and to make the world with less death and killing. I care about the world. I care about the planet. And it's up to the people to do it. I don't say we should enforce laws or commandments on atheism and humanism. We just need to make people aware that there's a better way than religion, because religion has failed in morality. And I think it will get to the point where I can wear my atheist hat in public, my atheist shirt, without looking looks and questions. But we're not there yet. Yeah, there's an atheist TV with David Silverman from Roku. But obviously, it's still not spread enough, as I went to the bank and faced prejudice and discrimination because I wear atheist hat, which I'm damn proud. It's a sweet hat. It just says Atheist TV Watch Live. It's from Atheist TV. I like Atheist TV because atheism is kind of addicting because I love it's knowledge how to figure things out, knowledge which a God or religion has failed to provide, to the answer to the real truth, and how to make sense of the world. So Atheism is addicting. um, and people could say, everything's a religion. Your sports religion. I just like knowledge. I don't pray. I don't worship a god. So the atheism is like bald is a hair color, or sex is abstinence position, or something like that. It's not a religion. And like I said, people can be killers whether believers or non-believers. And we get a bad rep from like all these atheists. These people were atheists, like Pol Pot and Stalin, and they killed in the name of atheism. They didn't. They killed in their ideals, which was communism. Had nothing to do with atheism. Yeah, they were atheists, but it has nothing to do. There's good atheists, there's bad atheists, there's good religion people, bad religion people. The bottom line is we need to be humanist. We have to care for the well-being. If we don't, we're going to go extinct, and the world's going to be more chaos. I mean, it's really not that hard. Just be humanist. Just care for the well-being of others. I mean, that's all there is to it. But knowledge is addicting, and the belief of no God leads to more knowledge of science and evolution, and then figure things out. Humanism, the well-being, and it's like a puzzle. Religion says all this stuff. Follow all these commandments, follow all these morality. Atheists or humanists or secularists use our common sense, reason, and logic to make sense of this. That's very interesting. And it's kind of strange and funny people believe in imaginary beings. It's kind of interesting because I guess it makes totally sense to me because I didn't grow up religious. So I guess that's why atheism made always sense to me. People always told me like there was a God, like God was thunder and lightning. Didn't make any sense. When I was young, I was like, what? And now I'm an adult. I guess that's the progression, right? Here we are. Atheist TV. It's still not what, yeah, we got the Reason Rally, and we got, Atheist TV on Roku, but we just need to go on public channels, we need to make a world, to show that we're not evil. We're just good people, and we care for the truth, and and just criticism of religion should be, criticism of anything should be okay. I mean, bad ideas should be criticized, ideals, and until we get to that point, like, oh, you've offended my religion. No, we've offended your criticism of the bad things in the religion. I mean, so I think criticism, is important, and but I think we'll get there. There could be just atheists on TV and public TV and music, and it just won't be a thing, and you can just walk around with your atheist, clothing, swag, hats. Nobody would care. But we're just not there yet. I think we can get there, though. I don't know. Maybe 10 years will be different. Atheist is growing, but we need to get to a more rational society. And I'm not forcing anything, but I think we really need to. I mean, at least, here's the light. Take it if you want, and just care for the well-being. I don't want to see no more deaths and destruction. I don't want to see the world go chaos, and just there's a death every day, it seems. And the problem is it's evolution. We have in our DNA, the caveman days, everybody's kind of against, that evolution gave us the bad side, to kill or be killed, survive. Of course, it's not as bad as it was in the caveman days. We evolved, but it's still in there somehow. And I think we really need to drop the religions and start caring about each other. I know that's going to be very tough for people. Start thinking, look in the stars, and start thinking the real answer. Why we're here, where we're going, where we're coming from. And until we see that day, I think we might have a long road ahead of us. Maybe we can get there in like in 10 years, 5 years. And, but, I guess it's where your atheist closing, let people be aware, and then people will follow, and then atheism will be such a negative and to people, and people will be open about it, and people will follow, and and people will have prejudice, discrimination of atheists. It is what it is, right? We just only can hope for a better society. That's all I want. And somebody has to take action. Let's see what happens. Who knows? Like I say, here's the light. Take it or leave it. I'm not enforcing laws and commandments. I don't know if people will, but I don't think they should. Everybody should be free to believe and not believe. And everybody should, it's called live and let live, right? So, I guess we'll see what happens in the future. The atheists are growing. Let's see what happens. David Silverman is the president of American Atheist. And the reason rally was a little different than it was. It was kind of a more, I don't know if they're trying to put laws. Well, they're trying to put some acts. The acts and laws it seems are beneficial. They're not like taking people's rights away. They're making it equal for atheists. So I can't control that, but I guess we'll see what happens. I can only hope for the best for everybody. Quality for all. From quality for believers and non-believers. I think that's all it is to it. When I get married, probably going to be, more than likely, my wife would be Christian. I mean, more than likely. There's Christian outnumbers everything. But I heard actually the Islam religion is going to be outnumbering. And that's actually fine. I have no problem with religion, people. No problem at all. So, as long as you're cool, and it's all good. I don't mind, atheists, we celebrate Christmas. It's a pagan holiday. So if you take it even further, it's all good. So I actually like Christmas movies, and it's, I like the warm movies and funny movies, Home Alone, and so it's all good. I mean, I guess I just wouldn't want to be married to a super religious people. But if you're not super religious, it's cool. And you're Christian, that's fine. Because I know, I think some of the people in the atheists are married to wives that are Christian. And then I don't know if they converted or not to atheist or whatever. But as long as you're not super religious, I think the relationship is fine. It's all good. I guess that's all I have to say. I just hope for a better world, better society for all. Here's the light. Take the light if you want. It's up to you. What kind of world do you want to live in? I have to ask you, what kind of world do you want to live in? So, I guess we'll see what happens. I know what David Silverman is trying to do. He's trying to make, atheism in the politics that how politics affects atheists. He's trying to make it equal for all. So far, like the laws and the